Now, in order to keep this video short and simple, I've decided to only talk about formal and informal letters, and I'll be explaining about their format, language, and tone. So, format. To understand format, you should always read through the question, highlighting anything that you find important. Once you've done so, you would know who you're sending this letter to. And from there on, you know whether it's a formal or informal letter. There are a few differences from informal and formal letters in the case of format. And even though there are slight differences between formal and informal letters, many students still find themselves confused between both of them. On the top of both letters, we write our address. The difference here is, on an informal letter, it's on your right, whereas for a formal letter, it's on your left. However, on a formal letter, once you're done with your address, put a big line and put in the recipient's address. Put in their name, their position, and where the letter is going to. Both letters have their dates on the right. Informal will be under your address, whereas for formal, it will be on the same line as the last line in the recipient's address. Then, on both letters, write in your salutation. For a formal letter, you're not so close with who you're writing to, so write Dear Sir or Dear Madam. For an informal letter, you're probably writing to your friend or family member, so write Dear and the person's name. Be sure to put a comma, and once you're done with that, write your introduction, body, and conclusion. Towards the end, both essays have their sign-offs. For formal letter, it'll be on your left, whereas for informal letter, it'll be on your right. On the formal letter, write thank you, comma, yours faithfully if you know who you're writing it to, or yours sincerely if you don't know who you're writing to, and finally put your name on the bottom. For informal letter, write yours sincerely or yours truly, and sign on the bottom. Now, language. Mainly on both essays, you should elaborate on the points given. This is directive writing. Points are given to direct you on what you should write. Remember, a crucial part of the essay is language, as it's a way for the examiner to test your linguistic abilities. Here, in order to make your essay interesting, I highly encourage you to use interesting vocabulary. Now, I don't mean use words that sound so big that even you don't understand, but simple similes that we are taught in school. And if you don't want your sentences to sound boring or dull, use the wide selection of sentence structures that has also been taught in school. In order to make your sentences flow together, it's also encouraged to use linkers or sentence connectors, such as furthermore, moreover, and on top of that. And also be sure to use all the points given and ensure that no points are left out. Now we've made it to the third part of this video, tone. Now, I'm aware that it's probably a bit too late in this video, and maybe you've been told this a bunch of times, but before you start writing, always ask yourself, what are you trying to write? Who are you writing to? Who's the audience to your essay? And what is your role in the essay? This can play a big part in understanding what type of tone you should use in your essay. You see, as I've said for informal letters, you're mostly writing it to your family or friends, so the language should be simple or casual. On the other hand, formal letters are supposed to be official documents, talking about official matters, so the tone which you have to use should be polite. Even if you're trying to write in your dissatisfaction, complain about issues, you should always be polite. This is because these are letters you write to find a job or ask permissions to visit a location. Here are some examples of past year questions, which I think might be helpful to you. Well, there you have it. That is some of the best tips I can think of for writing directive writing, albeit for formal and informal letters. For more information or more detail, as I said, you should look up information online as it might be a lot more accurate. Anyhow, I hope this has helped you in writing better essays. And remember, keep calm when writing your essay, always believe in yourself, and we have about 1 more month, so it's not too late to do a bit more revision, and instead take it as a way to as I was saying, if anything, take this 1 month as a way to be a lot more focused and have it encourage you to do more exercises. Well, don't forget not to subscribe and do not like this video, and please don't share it with your friends. 'Cause why would you?